Hey guys, welcome back to the Chew with Rew. It has been far too long since I've shared with you one of my low carb recipes. Today I'm featuring my grilled shrimp low carb taco accompanied by a cilantro and garlic slaw and topped off with Sriracha-Ranch Sauce. All that's going to be wrapped up in my famous zero carb tortilla shells. We're going to grab the shrimp of a bobblehead behind me, one of the shortest players in the history of Major League Baseball, Mr. Freddie Patek. This one is one for the ages. Let's get it going. It's the Chew with Rew. It's the Chew with Rew. It's the Chew with Rew. Alright guys, so the first step to making the world's greatest low-carb shrimp tacos is to make your Mr. Shrimp seasoning. I've always got some of this in the pantry whenever I'm ready to make some seafood, shrimp on the grill, whatever it is I'm making, guys. This stuff is incredible. Not hard to make. I often mix up my spices in my little spice grinder. It's a coffee grinder I just use for spices. And all you need to add is 2 teaspoons each of chili powder and cumin, half teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder, and then put in a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1 teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. Put it all together, mix it all up, and you're gonna have yourself one of the best seasonings that people are gonna talk about how good your shrimp always tastes. Give it a little mix and you're ready to go. And I stick it inside this little thing so it's ready to go on my shrimp. Alright, so once you've made your Mr. Shrimp seasoning, it's time to get to work on our slaw. That slaw that's going to go right on top of that shrimp and give the crunch that we need. You guys know I love my slaws and I love myself some cabbage. It's a great low-carb vegetable. This slaw is pretty easy to make as well. We're going to put all of our handy ingredients inside our blender, get it mixed up, mix it in with 3 cups of cabbage. Alright, so let's get it started. I love my cilantro. We've got ourselves a 1/2 cup of cilantro leaves, a 1/2 cup chopped green onions. You also need a 1/2 cup sour cream. So we've got a 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup, nothing too crazy there. Then you need a 1/4 cup of oil, and you can use water if you want to, a 1/4 cup as well of water. But I'll be honest, I like my little secret ingredient that I've got right here. This is the juice out of pickled jalapenos. So you take the pickled jalapenos, you hold back the jalapenos, and you use the juice in place of the water to give yourself a little bit more liquid in this sauce. And guys, it's pretty incredible. Add a little bit of salt, should be about, I'd say 1/2 teaspoon or so of salt. You've got your oil, you've got your jalapeno juice, you've got your green onions, cilantro, and finally, we're gonna add ourselves just a little bit of garlic. This is 2 cloves of garlic, all minced up and ready to go. Give this a whirl, and we'll be back in a second to mix it with our cabbage. Now, I know you guys heard me say in a previous episode, if I can get away buying bad cabbage, I'm going to do it. But guys, I got a new attachment on my new food processor. I actually chopped all this cabbage myself. All you got to do is take what you just mixed up, mix it in with this cabbage, and you're going to have yourselves a crunchy, delicious, zesty slaw to go on top of those shrimp tacos. Pretty awesome, huh, Freddie? Alright, so we've made ourselves our Mr. Shrimp seasoning, some pretty incredible cilantro garlic slaw that's chilling out back there, and Freddie and I have one more thing that's going to drizzle on top of our incredible shrimp tacos, and that is some Sriracha Ranch. You take Sriracha, you take ranch, about a 1/4 cup of ranch, and as much Sriracha as you can handle, and I even chopped up some jalapenos really finely in here. I'm going to mix those in, and this is going to make a great drizzle on the top of our tacos when you're done. Time for it all to come together. We're going to be putting these things on the barbie, putting them on some skewers, cooking in here in the house, Mr. Shrimp. A little extra virgin olive oil. We're going to drizzle until we fully coat those shrimp, and then we're going to hit them with a whole bunch of this good stuff. Alright, so I'm working on skewering this stuff. Normally I'd be going outside. You can also pan sear this stuff. I got a new grill pan and I really want to try it out. I want to show you how I like to skewer things. It's a little bit weird, but I saw this on a YouTube video once and I kind of like it. If you put the first shrimp specifically on this direction, remember your goal, anytime you're cooking on a grill, is to make things more like one solid piece. You don't want to chase shrimp around the grill. So you put the first one on backwards, and the second one kind of interlocks like that. You all can see that. And then as you go through, if you keep putting them on that same direction, you're going to get closer and closer to a steak, trying to keep that shrimp closer together. That might be the best tip you'll learn in this video, folks. What do you think about that, Patek? Sorry I called you a shrimp, man. All right, so here we are. We made our Mr. Shrimp seasoning. We made our coleslaw. We made ourselves some incredible ranch sriracha sauce for the very end. It's getting very close, guys. But first things first, let's go ahead and cook up these shrimp. I've got them skewered up to perfection. I've got my brand new grill pan, cast iron grill pan I just picked up at the Kohl's today. Let's give this a try. Let's start cooking some shrimp. For today's Low Carb Shrimp Taco episode, one Royals Hall of Famer comes to mind. This guy, Freddie Patek, is not only among the Royals' all-time leaders in hits, walks, runs scored, stolen bases, and games played, but he's also one of the 5 shortest players in the history of Major League Baseball. At only 5 foot 5 inches tall, he was the shortest player during his entire career, where he earned the nickname the Flea or the Cricket. The Royals traded for Patek following the 1970 season from the Pirates, who had drafted him out of a Texas high school in the 22nd round in 1965. Once arriving to the Royals, Patek was quick to add to the team. In fact, in his first season, he hit for the cycle, he led the American League with 11 triples, and finished 6th in the AL MVP voting. He was a 3-time All-Star and a large part of the Royals lineup, which won the AL West in 1976, 1977, and 1978. After leaving the Royals following the 1979 season, Patek played 2 more years, finishing off his career with the California Angels. You might be interested to note that Whitey Herzog, his one-time manager, said that he was the best artificial turf shortstop that he had ever managed. And Whitey Herzog managed the great Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith. That's pretty high praise, Freddie. Nice job. When he was asked by a reporter what it felt like to be the smallest player in the major league, Patek replied, "I'd rather be the smallest player in the major leagues than the tallest in the minor leagues." Although he won 4 AL championships, his teams never reached the World Series. Ironically, the Pirates won the World Series the year after they traded him to the Royals, and the Royals then went to the World Series and lost after he left them before the 1980 season. Patek's bobblehead was released in 2007 as a part of the Hall of Fame bobblehead series. Now let's get back to the shrimp tacos. While I got the shrimp grilling, you can hear it sizzling in the background. I wanted to comment, this is what we're going to be using for our taco shells here. This is our Chihuahua cheese taco shells. We made these in our very first episode, our low carb gyros with incredible low carb tzatziki. Folks, if you don't want to see how to make these, check them out on the video first posted on this channel. This is what we're going to use. These are awesome. All right, guys, you see I got all these shrimp grilled up. The pan actually did pretty well for its first go round. But it's time to start constructing our tacos. Notice I've got way too much shrimp. I had a 2-pound bag, so I went ahead and cooked them all up because I love these shrimp as a leftover. Right, Freddie? All right, so here we go. I just took out some avocado a second ago and just crushed it up. This is 2 avocado. I crushed up. I like to use this as a base layer on the taco. Again, our Chihuahua cheese shells, which are 0 carb, my friends, 0 carb. Put a little bit of avocado on the bottom to make a base for your shrimp. Take as many shrimp as you'd like. For me, that's going to be quite a bit. I like mine pretty shrimpy. I pull those off. I stick them into the avocado. I don't know, Chloe, you think I could put an entire skewer on here?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That'd be a lot of shrimp. Oh, let's see. I got half dozen shrimp on there. I got myself shrimp, 3 shrimp, or 6 shrimp. That's a half dozen right there. Inside, time for a little bit of slaw. Oh, this stuff is so good. I would eat this by itself. This would be really good on any kind of Mexican dish. You can add a little bit of lime if you wanted to it. I didn't put lime in it because of the extra carbohydrates, but I have made it with lime in it as well. You can also put jalapenos if you want to spice it up when you blend up that beginning. If you want to put some fresh or some pickled jalapenos in there, you could. So I've got my avocado, got my shrimp. I have myself my slaw. Then I'm going to drizzle a little bit of my Sriracha-Ranch on top. Just like that, and finish it off with some fresh cilantro. Holy cow. This is incredible. Chloe, get in here. Hold my plate. I'm gonna make a mess. Get in here, girl. I gotta take a bite. Oh, don't be scared. Here we go. First bite.
I want to brew the plate away so bad.
You hate shrimp. I know. Here we go. Okay. One of these days I'm gonna stop taking such big bites. This is absolute perfection. You get the crunch of that shell. You get the crunch of the slaw. There's just a little bit of heat in it. The cilantro ranch. Guys, this is an incredible meal. I hope you enjoy it. It's the truth with